Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In the previous video, I showed you my cuttings. So I used these cuttings to graft these wild olives. That when we bought this place, we had wild olives here. So we decided that we want to try grafting. But because in the beginning, we didn't have proper experience and we were scared that we heard from the local villagers that live down the mountain, because we're at the top of the mountain. They said that they grafted the wild olives, but then a strong wind came and they broke their olives. So we were scared that if we invest in this and then something as a disaster happens like that, then all our effort is going to be wasted. But then we realized that you need proper technical training and skilled labor to do this. So we asked some skilled labor to come and do this for us, because the locals weren't that skilled. They didn't know the proper techniques. You need a proper technique and skill to do this. We've had pretty strong storms here in the monsoon, and none of the grafts that we've done, none of them broke. One of the important stuff about the grafting is because the wild olive is already mature. This is a wild olive. There's just a slight difference in the wild olive. These olives are more than 50 years old, so when you graft them, the graft will give you olives after 3 to 4 years. So that's one of the plus points. Right in front of me, that's also a wild olive that we grafted. Grafting is a skill. You don't learn it overnight. There is a trial and error. Then we have another graft here. It's a lot thicker. I'll show you one of my grafts that gave me more than 2 liters of oil. This is another olive tree. There is plenty more trees that I'll show you right here. Those are my Labrador dogs. They want to come outside. Mallu! These are some of the wild olives and pure Italian olives. This is the wild olive that I grafted. If you take a look right here, the graft it's healthy and it's successful. I've had really strong winds here, but shukr alhamdulillah, none of them broke. It's still intact. Right here, there's another graft. This at the bottom it's a wild olive, and then up here it's all pure. Inshallah, in the future we're expecting that this is gonna give us more than 3 to 4 liters of oil. This graft is 3 to I think this is the 4th year. So inshallah, in the 5th year it's gonna grow more and it's gonna give us more olives. But for every tree you have to spray it for pesticides. You have to give it a proper fertilizer in order to get good fruit. If you don't spray it, it's not gonna give you more olives, because you need to control the disease. These are also some of the Italian olives that we planted here. All of these trees are more than 10 to 15 years old. Like I said in the previous video, livestock would come here and it would eat our olives. When we prune our olives, we don't just cut them. We also, the pruning that we do, we use that for cuttings as well. So here, if you can see, all of these that we cut, we used it as a cutting and we also pruned it. So sometimes people just cut it and throw it away. No, we cut it and then we plant it into the pots so we can crop it in the coming seasons. This olive plant, it looks it doesn't have that height, but it actually gave me olives. These trees are more than 15 years old. It's just that livestock actually damaged it, but it actually gives me fruit. Olive farming is a good business. Everyone should do it, but you need a place, like a proper location where it's there's cold winters and it's a rocky area like here, and it has to be in like a slopey terrain, rugged terrain. They're more happy here. Here's another example. This is a graft from the wild olive. So this is the graft that's and then when the graft grows more than 2 to 3 feet, you have to cut the wild olive at the top. You see, like, we cut them, so the water, all the energy goes to the graft. You have to cut it, the wild olive at the top, so then so the graft gets all the energy and then it grows. And then just a brief, these are all pure Italian olives. I've planted all of these in a slope. I have plenty of wild olives here. In the past, the locals from the village would come and cut them because olive trees, the livestock, they enjoy eating it, so they would cut the wild olives. So when I bought this place, I actually told them not to cut them because I'm gonna graft them and use them for in the future for my business, olive extraction. thank you for watching my video. Please like my videos and don't forget to subscribe. Allah Hafiz.